So you see me walking down the street. This is a street I walked down all fucking summer. I'm gonna show you this corner up here. So they're building a house. That's my house right there. 4650 Lauren Drive. With the white car in the driveway. Matter of fact, let me get a better view for you bitches. Fucking house right here. This is my house right here, 4650 Lauren Drive. That's my motherfucking house on the camera. So this street right here is a street I got harassed at every single day. Every single day, it'd be a car right here in front of this house right here. It'd be cars pulled right here and take off every time I walk out the door right there. All the stuff you see, it'd be people all of it down here parading around here wearing different color shirts, all kinds of stuff. So this corner, this corner right here, this is where you see I'd be walking like this here, Lawrence Drive. So it'd be this on this corner right here. See these cars coming? There's cars with headlights. It'd be cars in broad daylight coming this way, and they usually wouldn't stop. They usually wouldn't say anything. Sometimes they would, but it'd be coordinated. So by the time I got down here, it'd be certain particular cars, certain particular colors. Like you see this car right here, this is probably a gang stalking car right here. I don't know him, it's probably. He looks like he's from around here from somewhere, but it'd be all up and down here, all directed. So that's an airport right there. This is a cul-de-sac. There's one way in, one way out. If you go straight down there, there's a fence. You can't go anywhere. You gotta go around this thing, and you gotta come out right here on this street right here, like that. So all summer long, all you saw me was walking around this cul-de-sac, walking up and down the street, and every single time, it'd be a community harassment scam set up just for me to be out here. All the neighbors, everything. You see me approaching this main street. This is Heil in Old Grand Haven. You can't get to Heil without coming down this street. I mean, you can't get to Lawrence Drive without coming down this street. And so the people I talked about, they're the ones, in this neighborhood right here, they're the ones orchestrating over 90% of the harassment. Over 90% of it, they orchestrate all of it. In my mind, it comes from the man who orchestrated it. All comes, in my mind, it all comes from him. From everything I've seen. Now this is Heil and Old Grand Haven. Now again, if you want to get to Lawrence Drive, you see how it says no outlet? That's a dead end. This is a fucking cul-de-sac. So you have to come down Heil and take a left on Lawrence Drive, and then this is the intersection right here that you come to. And so these people around here, they'll be carrying out assignments. It could be directed from this neighborhood, but I highly doubt it. See, he lives in my neighborhood. He's doing an assignment right now. I don't know him, but I know he's doing an assignment. And so what you saw in the summertime is I'd come down here with a jump rope. I'll come, look, he's doing an assignment. Look, he has a little red hat on. So I'd come down here with a jump rope, and so sometimes the assignments will be carried out right here, but usually everything happening within inside this neighborhood. When you talk about my anger, when you talk about my frustration, when you talk about all the stuff you saw on the computer, everything about me yelling, it all came directly from this fucking neighborhood. Certain. See that old woman? She lives in my neighborhood. You see how she had the sunglasses and the headlights on? He looks like he was probably doing an assignment. So that's all you see. A lot of these guys, a lot of them will be doing assignments. Like if I walk up and down here, if I try to communicate with one of these cars, they don't. I think I know her. See what they want to do. This is the stuff they got. This is the stuff that got me in the legal trouble I got in. This is the stuff that got me in legal trouble I got in. So the scenario I was talking about in the summertime that you saw me get arrested for, where I was talking about them people having their daughter come look me in my eye, this is the same type of stuff they'll be doing right here, but now she's not really a factor no more. She still does assignments, but she's pretty much out of the picture. But they'll still have the same sort of thing going on where they'll have her out here, and they'll have other girls coming and doing assignments. See how he's looking at me? He look like he want to suck my dick. You see how he's looking at me? So they have other girls coming and doing assignments. They look me in my eye. And that's what you see, like you'll just see, like right now, it's just a series of people doing different sorts of assignments. They'll have their headlights on. It'll just be back and forth, back and forth. Some of the people will be nervous. Some of them will be like rookies in the assignments, and they'll be a little bit nervous. A lot of this stuff, man, a lot of the people, so I'm gonna turn back around and go back. A lot of the people, I really don't care. Like a lot of the people in this area, I don't fucking know them. Wherever I go, people are gonna do assignments. It's just those certain people, man. I just can't stand it. Those motherfuckers lied on me and all that stuff. Got me going to court and stuff. That's what pisses me off. Fuck everything else. But this is just an intersection like any fucking intersection. But some of the people will be doing assignments. Some of the car lights come on automatically, so not everybody with car lights is necessarily doing it. But older car, like that car right there, that's an older car. So if they turn their headlights on, they turn it on by choice. Some of the newer cars, you don't know, you know what I mean? They just come on regularly. But a lot of them will be doing the assignments too. But they gotta center, see, they'll know if I'm coming from a certain area, if I'm coming from a house, they'll know I'm coming this way. They'll be coordinated with people watching me in the neighborhood. They'll be coordinated from the GPS on my phone. And so they'll try to have certain people at this intersection at certain times. Like they'll try to, you know what I mean? Like a thing to diss me, like, oh, we're getting our little assignment in on you. So it'll be a thing where only I'll know about it. Like if I see somebody doing an assignment, I'll know they're doing the assignment, but everybody else won't know. If somebody who's unfamiliar with it, they won't know if somebody's wearing a certain color shirt or not. See that girl that just drove right there? She was on an assignment. I don't know her, I've never seen her before, but she was on an assignment. That red truck right there, that's an assignment. They're doing an assignment. I bet my life on it, they're doing an assignment on me. Look, he sees me filming him too. Look. Look. doing an assignment. So he's probably getting an assignment in on me too. I don't know him. Never seen him before. Well, I think he lives down the street from me. But he got his headlights on, broad daylight. He's probably doing an assignment. So you'll see that how people come and do the assignments in their cars. See, that was the same car that followed when I came outside. That was the same car that came earlier, right? It's the same car again with the headlights on. I think he visits somebody that stays down the street from here or something. See, assignments. See how he was covering his face when he heard me? Why are you covering your face if you don't know if you're not doing nothing wrong? Assignments. So I'll be standing right here and they'll have these cars pull up and do assignments. Some of them know who I am, some of them won't know who I am. Headlights on. You know that old ass car, they turn the headlights on purpose. But they don't necessarily know what gang stalking is. That's another thing I want to explain to people. These people don't necessarily know what gang stalking is. To them, it's just an assignment. They're told for whatever reason to have their headlights on. And hold up, I want to get these cars right here. For something's telling me to stay right here. Assignment. Look, it's getting kind of dark, so I know a lot of people watching are going to be like, oh, it's already getting dark, so they got their headlights on and stuff. But you see that white van, they don't got their headlights on. They probably aren't on assignment. Fuck, I was out here all summer, walking up and down here. You see me out here, the jump rope, all single summer long. I've been here for almost 10 years. I had to watch all this every single day, man. I'll walk out my house, and I get down here this corner, and there'll be an assignment going on. His assignment was to look me in my eye. Fake ass ninja. Look, a fake ninja. Look, his assignment was to look me in my eye. Look at that old ass man. His assignment, he might not be on assignment. He looks like he's a businessman. So I'll be sitting here and they'll just have people come doing assignments. So I can stand out here all night. I can stand out here till 3 in the morning and they'll have people coming doing assignments. Oh, that's my mother right there. She didn't have her headlights on. She does assignments on me too. You see how her headlights, she was on assignment just now probably. Somebody text my mother to her, remember that white car that you saw? That's my mother's car, that was my mother driving the car. Somebody sent her an assignment. She didn't have the headlights on for whatever reason. Or maybe she didn't know. Maybe she just saw me on the camera and she didn't want to be, she wanted to be caught on the camera for whatever reason. So most of this stuff is assignments. Oh damn. I know, she's alright. But so that's the thing about it. Some of these people do assignments. Some of them do it for whatever reason. It's hard to hate somebody because they do an assignment. Like certain people I live by, I'll just be like, what the fuck ever. You know what I mean? But some of them, I don't, like her, I don't fucking know her. I just know she lives around here. See, that's a dead end right there. So this all I saw all summer was people doing assignments on me. But hey, what's up? How you doing? So the assignments would be certain people wearing certain colors. Okay, so you see that's the house with the lights on. So either A, my mother turned those on for some sort of assignment, or just because it's late at night. assignment. That dude was funny. So this is all you saw. All summer long. Let me take this camera to the backyard. I live next to that dude. Me and him never really had any arguments or any real problems. So I try to remain respectful of these motherfuckers, even though I live by them. But overall, their family's been cool. They haven't really, motherfuckers haven't really done nothing nefarious to me. That's a motherfucking opening the gate right there. I had to run through that gate one time, way back when the harassment stuff was first started. It was a car. I thought it was some sort of fucking hit. I ended up going through that gate and going back there, back by those railroad tracks. It leads back to another street, the railroad tracks. And so, right here, I'm explaining to people, there was a weight set back here all summer long, and you see me back here walking. And then right when I got up right about here, they'd have a car coming from either this way right here or this way right here, and it was set up in time perfectly, possibly like with cameras or something like that, or it could have just been the GPS on my phone, and they had an app in order to monitor me or watch me. A lot of times I would cut through right here. There's a little trail right here where you can cut through. All these houses are new. All these fucking houses right here, they just built those recently, the last 3 years. But that's a church parking lot. A lot of times it'd be cars coming to this church parking lot and doing assignments, but it would be orchestrated from the neighborhood. It might actually be somebody in the neighborhood coming into the parking lot, doing a circle, doing a UE or whatever like that, and pulling back out. Sometimes it'd be cars just sitting there. It'd be a situation where they want to make me feel like somebody was watching me or something like that. It'd be a paranoid situation, like that woman. She has purple on. She remembers me. I used to walk around this cul-de-sac all summer long, and she was out here walking that dog, or she'd be walking with her son or something like that. Like, again, I don't know her, but I just seen her out here walking all summer fucking long. She's not one of the people who frame me, goddammit. So, you know. But so you see this parking lot right here, and that's it. This is one way in, one way out. I could sit here all day and I don't know who's coming or going based on this street right here. If somebody comes through this street, they have to come out of the street at some point. And so that's the fucked up thing about this neighborhood, is when you're getting gang stalked here, there's not much breathing room. It's just in and out one way, in and out one way. And so you see me walk to the corner. See, there's a truck right there. They were doing a sign. I don't know. I might know the people in there or know of them, or I might not. I don't know who the fuck they are really. It's just a truck doing an assignment. That's the thing about gang stalking is it's weak as fuck. Like, if you really pay attention to the situation, I don't know who's in that truck. It really has nothing to do with me, but it's an assignment they're doing. And so if somebody does it once a day, then you begin to notice, and then when they start doing it twice a day, or 3 times a day, or 4 times a day, or 5 times a day, that's when you start to get agitated. And then you think, why are these people constantly doing these assignments on me? Well, it's coming from a neighborhood watch scenario. There's somebody who will be like a block captain, and they'll be issuing out orders to certain people in the area, and those people will follow up on those orders and drive by or whatever like that. To them, I don't know how they look at it. I don't know how the fuck they look at it and don't care. But it's an assignment, and so when the assignments add up, you get harassed. When the assignments add up, like, you remember the girl in the red truck? You could tell by looking at her, she didn't want to be doing it, but for whatever reason, she had to be out there doing it. And so it's an assignment. These motherfuckers are doing assignments on me. You don't see nothing happening right now. You don't see anybody coming and going. But this is what you saw all summer long, man. All fucking summer long. I would sit back here with these weights right here, and all I do is exercise. And I would walk around here like this. I walk around here like this. And when I got about just like this, this little lap right here, then when I got about right here, it'd be a car either coming from one direction or the other, or this sand hill wouldn't be here, so it'd be a car going on the other side of the sand hill, or for whatever reason it'd be somebody in the parking lot. Then it'd be stuff going on over here. They would actually be able to time it out on the sides of these houses right here. That's that street, Old Grand Haven Road. They would be able to time it out perfectly. So when I'm back here walking, either way I walk back here, somebody's gonna get an assignment on me. If it's coming from over here, if it's coming from over here, or it's coming from right here, somebody's gonna do an assignment. Oh, that gap between the house, I never really looked back there. I always walk this way. And then these people back here, you know, they've always been kind of, you know, I don't really know them. They've always seemed kind of cool. So I always try to give my best to get along with them. But motherfucker, it was usually a car would come in right about here, right past here. And so now you're starting to get the scenario when people saw me in the summertime tripping out, talking about, why can't the girl come look at me? And that's from the harassment, man. That's me getting agitated and me trying to come to a conclusion and trying to get past the fucking harassment, tired of these people orchestrating stuff at me. That's where all that came from. But on the computer, it sounds one way. It sounds like, oh, I'm exaggerating. But when I say every single 2 minutes, it would be an assignment. It'd be somebody coming outside one of these houses, doing something, somebody driving by in a car, whatever. And it ultimately led up to a certain group. Not everybody was in on me getting framed. Not everybody had something to do with motherfucking me getting set up and framed. But all the activity led to the situation to produce that, but it was certain motherfuckers who did that to me, man. It was certain motherfuckers who did that to me. And then when I come out here, this house right here, my house, it'll be a motherfucking car right here. I remember in the summertime, man, I'd be walking out my house right, this door right here. I walk out right here, and it'll be a car right here. Like, I'll show you. You see that stain right there? It was usually right there. And that's back when they were doing all that weird ass interracial porn shit. All my stuff on the YouTube about the white bitches sucking black dicks and shit. And so you would see an arm, it'd be somebody, they might be black or whatever, they have their arm out the window like this, or for whatever reason, it could be a white person. When I started talking about the junkie girl, the skinny girl with the red hair, it turned into a white person. So then it'd be white guys with their arms hanging out the window and stuff. So, look, he might be getting an assignment there. What's up, bro? Bitch. So you see the street right here? See, that motherfucker was usually cool back in the summertime. He'd away for whatever reason. They got him here acting like a little hoe now, so. But then you see the car, see, he just did an assignment. That's an assignment. That motherfucker would be doing that stuff all summer. But I don't know that motherfucker though, but he'd be doing this stuff all summer though. And so, like, it's like I live in the neighborhood. I don't know these people. They don't know me, but they, for whatever reason, they'd still be carrying out the assignments. And I don't know him. But word would come down to him to do the little loop. Just like he got word to do the little loop. You see how his headlight was on in broad daylight? That's an old ass moped. He purposely turned that on. That's an assignment. And so I would walk down here. Let me show you again, man. I'll walk right down here. Motherfucker, this is my life, man. From this house right here, I walk right down here. I hate that fucking family, man. Those people that live in the house. What's going on, man? So that was one of the people I saw in the summertime doing assignments. He stopped for whatever reason, waved. Usually I see them. Usually I see him in the summertime a lot. I was walking around the cul-de-sac. He's like one of those people who has to do the assignments or whatever. For whatever reason, I don't know, man. I don't know what they get these motherfuckers. But okay, so you see right here, watch. It'll be a car. I could be, you know what, man? I remember I used to sit here and jump rope, and they would purposely have cars coming way down. You see that hill down there? They would purposely have cars coming down from the hill, and they had a car stop and go real slow, like to distract me from the jump roping. Like when the cars came into the stoplight, they would sit there longer than they were supposed to be there, or they would go real slow as a distraction mechanism. That would be their assignment. And so not only was, you know what I mean, not only, even when I was exercising and trying to do my own thing, they would still try to create every single thing that happened was a form of agitation. Look, that's a black and red car. That's what you call color coding. That's what you call color coding. See, who's this car here? And I really, to be, you know, people saw me on YouTube tripping out. It was the harassment stuff, man. I really didn't want nothing to do with the people's nasty ass daughter. Even then I wanted to mind my own business. And these motherfuckers kept bringing it. Look, that's the dude. Look, is that the homie? Let me watch. See how he's creeping, whoever he is. See, he just turned in the parking lot. I bet you, what are you going to church for at this time of night? That's an assignment. Then it was a red car down out there at a stoplight. So it might be a thing of like red and blue. Look, he's on assignment. He's doing an assignment. That car right there. I think I have seen that dude before somewhere, but I don't know. A lot of these people, they'll send different people into this area. See the car right there? That's an assignment. Watch, look at him. The car in the parking lot with the headlights. Then there's a red car coming right there right now. That's an assignment. I mean, I guess, you know, it could be a thing every now and then. I guess something will be a coincidence, and I'll just chalk it up as an assignment. But you see how he's pulling out? You see how he came down there and creeped for a second, and he's pulling out? Then they had a red one and an orange one. To me, that's an assignment because an orange is significant with the red, and they got the black truck. So this is what you call color coding. This gets back into all that crazy ass stuff I was talking about the interracial porn scenes. Stuff. See, I know him. He lives around the corner. He was doing an assignment. But I don't know him personally though. See, the thing about it is either there's people in my area. If he's doing an assignment on me, I look at it like, you know, fuck it. Motherfucker's doing an assignment on me. That's what people do, is they do their assignments. I'm looking for them to change their style and do something different. See, what was it by chance? See, how was it by chance that the same dude who pulled in the parking lot and did the loop and stayed there actually lived in the neighborhood? You see what I'm saying? That shows you the nature of the assignments right there, how the assignments are networked. Look, here's a red car. And it'd be certain motherfuckers orchestrating a lot of this stuff, man. The same people who set me up and lied on me and said I was stalking them. The same people who were harassing me for almost 2 years will be the same people orchestrating a lot of this stuff. This is another reason why I was so insistent. This is another reason why, when you see me calling a company and you see me explaining myself to them, this is the main reason why I call the company, that I explain myself to them and give them my website. Because when you look at assignments and gang stalking, none of this stuff, nobody has a name tag. Nobody's going to willfully come out and tell you they're doing an assignment on you, but the corporations are places that are going to exist for, you know, they're going to be there forever. Look, this might be an assignment, this might not be an assignment. That is an assignment. Okay, see how the car is coming down this way, and then there's a car coming right here? They were coming at the same time. That dude looked that motherfucker looked just like that motherfucker who lied on me in those police reports and all that stuff. See how there's a car coming this way, and it'll be a car coming this way? That's an assignment. The motherfuckers coordinated an assignment, you see that? I'm trying to figure out whose car that is. See how motherfucker, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about. This is what I was seeing all summer long. Every time I come down here, it'll be two cars simultaneously that'll come. This is a small neighborhood. This is one way in, one way out. And so what are the odds of somebody who lives by you coming over the parking lot and doing that? What are the odds of all the different people being able to coordinate so they go past you at the same time? Two cars, same time. Every now and then, two cars, same time. Two cars, same time. So again, when I talk about the frustration of harassment and stuff like that, this is what you're talking about. This is light right here, right? Right now, this is nothing right now. This is nothing right now. It can get, if I was to be out here every single day, it would start picking up momentum, and within a few days, it'd be a little bit more intense. See, now it's slowed down. But see, it takes a little bit of time for them to coordinate. They'll coordinate a car to come down here at the same time as the other car. You know, but again, I don't know these people that do the assignments in my neighborhood. I don't give a fuck about them. I know who framed me and who lied on me. I know that. But I don't know them though. I don't even know what that dude's last name is. That car? Don't give a fuck neither. What this is about right here, this is showing you how the assignments take place. See, it's starting to get dark. See, that's about it. Like, you'll see, so you'll see the cars coming out and coordinating themselves just about right. Then they'll come down from this way right too. Like, if I was to sit right here like this, activity will start over here. It depends on where I'm at. The assignments don't usually start up until I'm at a certain place. And if I stay right here long enough, pretty soon it'd be activity coming from that dead end right there. A lot of times when this stuff first started, it'd be cars actually at the dead end. It'd be cars waiting at the dead end, and then when I would walk right there in that spot right there, then the cars from the dead end would come out. That's how it all started. Is I'd look out my window and they'd have cars waiting at this dead end, and the cars would come from the dead end and go down there. And that's about when I first started discovering what gang stalking was. But how they knew where I was at, there has to be some sort of video running of my physical activity, of what I'm doing inside the house. And so so you see how my house is right there? So I would be in the back, like I'm in the backyard, I'm doing circles. If I was in a car right here, or I had a bicycle, I'd be waiting for myself to get to a certain place, and then the assignment would start. So this is how motherfuckers did assignments against me every day. This is how motherfuckers got paid off of me every day. This is how motherfuckers tried to come up off me every single day of their lives. So you see, hold on a second. I'm gonna go right here. So you see right here, sometimes I'd be walking from this backyard to the front of the yard, and when I did that, it'd be a car coming at a certain point in time. Usually that didn't happen too much, but it would be, or they'd be waiting for me to walk back into here. Same thing over here. This house wasn't here, and so there was nothing there. That'd be the same type of activity. Let me show you something. Like when, as you, so every day I'd be walking back here just like this. Sometimes I'd come and I'd sit down right here, and as I look to the street, it'd be cars coming from this way, from that way right there, from this way, or it'd be people. It'd be different individuals walking the area wearing different sorts of color coding. They'd be having the animals with them and stuff like that. They'd be doing all that certain sorts of stuff, like dogs, what the fuck ever. And every single day, it'd be a parade. Like all these people in the houses right now, all these motherfuckers were outside. All these motherfuckers were outside. And you'll see on that street right there, it'd be cars coming from that street right there. It'd be people coming from that street right there. So motherfuckers had me, and they had me in a position to where every single day I had to deal with the harassment over and over again. And so when people saw me yelling on TV, this is what I'm yelling about. The orchestration, the strategic manner of it. How I was angry about it, my summer was distracted by it. Like the motherfucking people, that's all they did 24/7. This 24/7, that's all they fucking did over and over and over and over again. Contact each single house around here, ask them to do an assignment on me, and then they would be doing assignments. They'd bring their motherfucking, whatever they do with their daughter, whatever the fuck it is, out here and do assignments on me. And so I didn't want to be bothered. When I was doing my human rights interviews, this is what I was going through. When PAX International contacted me, this is what I was going through. And so everything I was doing, I was minding my own business in the backyard, but every single day, it'd be a harassment thing. Then eventually I started walking around this cul-de-sac. And I started walking this way right here, and I come back around this way right here to my fucking house. And then all the way through here, it'd be just nonstop harassment. If I took off walking, if I go out Old Grand Haven Road right there, there's a set of railroad tracks back over there. If I took off walking to the railroad tracks at 3 in the morning to go over to Grand Haven, those people would have their daughter follow me all the way to Grand Haven. She would know how to get there, she would know what to do, and every single day I had to fucking deal with those people having their daughter stalk me around Grand Haven. If I went to Muskegon this way, if you go out this way right here, and I take a left and I go to Lake Michigan, every single fucking day they'd have their daughter stalk me. She would have herself, and they would have her. They would use their son. If I started talking about blind women, they'd have another daughter they'd have do it. Then they'd have everybody else in this area doing little assignments, and that's all it'd be 24/7. See, I don't know who that is, but it could be an assignment. And so that's what I went through. And so people say, you know, like, why were you yelling online? Like, why did you make it a big deal? Like, it wasn't about the girl. It was about the harassment that was going on through the girl and through the family. It was about me trying to say, it was about getting rid of the harassment. These people, motherfuckers, harassing me every day. And me trying to make the best out of the situation. Me trying to make the situation as positive as possible. And let me show you something. You see this line right here? This is a grass line right here. these motherfuckers would call my neighbor and have my neighbor come, and his job, this is the grass line right here, his job was to put his foot right here to try to irritate me. That was his job. And so they would ask him to do an assignment on me to irritate me. So that could have resulted in a fight, that could have resulted in an argument. I don't know him, I don't know his family, so I always try to keep a positive vibe with him. You know? I've talked to them on a few occasions, they seemed all right, so I tried to be cool with them. But, so, motherfucker, so you see the line right here? This is where it all started. This is where they put their foot over here. He put his foot over here. And that's what, but, you know, I just took it like it's an assignment. Fuck it. Like, so I would come back out and make a video talking about, oh, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I'd try to make it, you know what I mean? Like, I'd try to spice it up a little bit so it wouldn't seem like a nefarious activity. But all it was some motherfucking harassment. And so you see this driveway right here? I'd have a jump rope. And I'd be facing this wall right here, just jump roping for hours and hours and hours and hours. I go back and forth, 90-degree heat, 100-degree heat. Then I come down here. Sometimes as more exercise started, I would start running around this fucking place. And the same thing, I'd always start right here, go down there, and then come out right here on this end right here. And then it'd be a fucking, every single house was involved in some sort of assignment. Whether it's a t-shirt or something like that, every motherfucker knew something was going on. They might not know who I am personally, they might not know my name. A lot of them did know me from the internet though. But it was just certain motherfuckers, it was just certain people who had lied on me, talking about stalking and all kinds of fucking crazy ass stuff. But it all started right here. When people ask why I left flowers outside, it was right here. Like a place like right here, I think. Or it was a sign, it was a poster sign right here. All out of my fucking harassment done on me. That's how these motherfuckers set me up, was through that harassment. And then you see there's one way in and one way out. Let me see if I can see somebody doing an assignment. See? You see that van right there? That could have just been some people who just needed to go somewhere. I mean, not every, you know, I'm not going to say every single thing is necessarily an assignment. Most of the stuff is coordinated. I think what it is, a lot of the stuff is coordinated, so when people have to do stuff, like if you have to go get orange juice and eggs, if you have to go to the mall, if you have to go pick somebody up, let's try to orchestrate this stuff in a way to where it will be an assignment, the timing of it. But sometimes it all depends on me. Like if I had a schedule where I wake up at a certain time and come outside every single day, they would have in their minds what they were going to do, and that's exactly what was going on. Every single fucking day, I'd wake up around a certain time, come out, and that's when people saw me tripping on the internet when I was making a bunch of videos and I was yelling and stuff like that. That's what was happening, is I was doing the videos, and I knew what I was going to be seeing every day. I knew every single day I was going to wake up and come out here and motherfuckers were going to have an harassment scam going on. And so every single day that motherfuckers had an harassment scam going on, I would be on the internet yelling about it, angry about it, having to go through it, having to deal with it, the frustration of it. And so that's why when people saw that attitude building up, that's what it was. That car, they might be doing an assignment, they might not be doing an assignment, I don't know. Look how slow they go, look how they creep. That's an example of what I went through. Is when people pulled out of their driveways, it would always be a thing where they'd be creeping. Like the people would be going real slow, and I had to see the people going slow every single day, multiple times a day. I see that nonstop. The people would go slow, like they were trying to purposely agitate me or cause some sort of interaction, and that's what I had to deal with every single day. Like people leave the house at certain times. It'd be 2-3 cars of people in one house. They leave the house at sometimes the same exact time. You're not talking about one house, you're talking about multiple houses. You're talking about 10, 15 people doing this every single fucking day, every single day. Not just one time a day, 3-4 times a day. And it's nighttime. If I get out here at nighttime, it'll be going on. I might just take this camera and go out and start filming. Walk down the street and start filming. See, there's one way in and one way out. So about time, if I stand right here, I'm gonna see something. When they pull off, there might be another car coming to coordinate it at the same time. Let me wait and see. It could be a car coming from this way back here with the lights on, or it could be a car that's going to come at the same time this car takes off. Solo. But usually it'll be another car. It might only be somebody else who lives in one of the houses getting in their car and pulling out of the driveway at a certain time. It could be like that too, where 2 people in 2 houses will come out, just like 2 cars will hit me at the intersection, coming from opposite directions. But I'd be in there sleeping, man. I'll be in here sleeping. They'll have motherfuckers, sometimes they have motherfuckers out here making noise and stuff like that, out here yelling. That's what I was talking about. A lot of times in the summer, I'd be asleep and motherfuckers would purposely have a car alarm going off or something like that. These houses back here, sometimes they have the person, it depends. I remember when this stuff first started, man, I would look out the window, it had somebody with their headlights, or the Christmas time, I look across the field, they have somebody blinking their headlights. See, hold up. See that car right there? You see how they waited? See how she waited? See, there's 2 of them. Watch this. Bam. See that? I told you it would be a combination of 2 cars. And it just so happened right when I got back here, that's how it works. It'll be right when I get back here, something like that will happen, or when I go to the front. Like when I go to the front, watch this. I want to show you something. See, usually somebody will have a task to perform when I'm outside. It'll have to be somebody doing something. Like I'll be out here, it could be anything. It could be somebody doing a chore in their driveway. It could be somebody with a baby stroller. It could be somebody walking a dog. Something like that will happen at some point in time. It'll be coordinated with multiple people doing it. 2 people at the same time, or certain colors or whatever. But it goes on in the face of the regular world. The regular world won't know what's going on because they haven't spent the proper time analyzing it. See those lights right there? That just blinked right there? And that light came out at the same time. Look at that. Those 2 lights just blinked at the same time. That was coordinated. That's meant for somebody just as myself to see it. That's not meant for other people to know what it is. It's meant for me to see it and to interpret it as harassment. It's being directed towards me. That's just one, man. I used to be out here. And this stuff would be going on every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, something would be happening. I keep looking over here. That's where the cars come in and come out. So, if I want to know what type of assignment's going to be going on or whatever, I would always look over here and I see certain cars coming and going. And then they would come into the neighborhood, and I knew at some point they would leave the neighborhood, but a lot of times they would come in, they'd wait till I got right here, and they would come in, and then I'd be here for so long exercising or doing something else. Like I'd go inside, I'd be on the phone or something like that, and then the cars would wait till I came out my front door, and then they would come down the street right here. And this would be non-stop, 24/7, and then at some place, like I said, some place I would go places. Depending on where I went, it'd be the same sorts of people doing it full time, following me full time. Motherfucking full-time career. Peace.